Hey YouTube, coming at you with a double fairy team. So these two fairies are not even the best fairies in the meta. If I had the two fairies, I don't have Galarian Weezing yet. I am building up the XLs for it right now with this tournament. And Slurpuff needs 296, so I'm nowhere close to that either. So we are running Tapu and a Ninetales. Tapu is a fairy with Water Gun. It just kind of gives you a play against most things, as opposed to Powder Snow, Ninetales, Dazzling Gleam, that you just kind of are limited in what you can do. Giratina, I went over my video yesterday, this morning, I guess I'm going to film this for, about how strong Giratina is as a safe swap in this meta. I think it's way, way better than the other Giratina in my opinion, just because you can actually threaten for shields. So this matchup, again, this is one where you have to kind of stay in. It's kind of annoying because they're definitely going to win this matchup, especially that they bait here. They're going to win this matchup, but you can't really get out into Giratina because then you only have Tapu and Ninetales left on this, which is really, really rough. So I do grab a shield. I'm going to try to catch the wild charge here. Failed, so they were aware that I was going to try and catch it. But this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to get a Shadow Ball off. It will not be enough to take out. The thing is, this is way glossier than the other Giratina, so a Moonblast will take me out. But I am able to shield and just go Omnis Wind at this point, and I will either grab a shield or flip switch. I think if I remember, they let me just they do shield and take switch, which is okay because now I'm just gonna get a couple. They're actually playing very well in terms of not making me get a lot of water gun energy because I'm actually like 3 water guns short of a surf here. 1, 2, 3, or 4, I guess. Am I at the surf or am I 1 short? 4. So I'm 1 short. But they are loaded with energy. They probably would have won CMP anyways. So they're low. Got to come in here. They get to the mirror shot, which does an insane amount. I know it's super effective, but holy smokes, that does a lot. And they try to catch, and that allows me to just farm to 2 weather balls back to back here for the win. You can use Charm. Actually, I think I did use Charm on my balance team coming up. Maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. So I got a balanced team coming up for that where I use Charm Ninetales. Again, I would rather use Galarian Weezing because I think Galarian Weezing is super strong and Slurpuff is super strong, just having that overheat and shuttable coverage. They come into Giratina, which is interesting because they didn't have a terrible lead, right? They did not have a terrible lead because they could have just done play roughs. I doubt they're running Brutal Swing Overheat because that's a weird thing to run in this meta. So I think they're probably running Overheat Play Rough, which is a neutral matchup against Tapu. Actually, probably win against Tapu. And now not only do they give up Switch here, they're going to lose Switch and a Shield. So unclear about this play here. I'm assuming they're going to come back in the Weezing, or they're just going to quit being like, yeah, that was dumb. Okay, that was dumb. Speaking about potential dumb moves here, the problem with Giratina against Tapu is, as you saw in the matchup earlier, is that the only way I'm going to win that in the 1 shield is if I go Surf, Bait, and then land a Moonblast because Water Gun and Surf are resisted. So it's a risky game. If you go straight Moonblast in the shield, you're going to get killed. If you go Surf and Bait and they call it, you're going to get killed. So I just come straight Ninetales, which is a very, very, very risky play. If they have like a Registeel or Escav, you're just like, you're going to lose. So I don't love this come in here. And now I have to flip switch down a shield, which is okay because I am loaded with energy. And they come back in Giratina, so they're pretty weak to, Ninetales here. Grab the 1 shield. This is going to, probably won't take it out, but it's going to chip a ton. They're going to get a move off here. CMP here. So I'm going to lose, obviously, the Legendary Dragon's going to have a much higher attack stat than Ninetales here. But now I get full farm, and now I'm going to have 2 Pokemon to deal with 1. And this is why this is going to do a ton of chip damage, put it probably deep red, or I guess it's a non-shadow, so yellow, that makes more sense. And now they have nothing to throw at me because they're running Snarl, Close Combat, and Foul Play. Genesect is, unless it's like an electric Techno Blast, that's the only way I can see them winning this matchup because Fury Cutter's resisted. They banked the move. Okay, so they're probably not running it. I am chipping here because one Shadow Ball does nowhere near enough to take this out. But I thought at the time maybe a Shadow Ball with a Surf would take it out. But not if they lower my attack. I'm still going to need multiple Shadow Balls anyways. So it's kind of... I don't know if I should... And they shield too. So I don't know if I should have actually chipped there. I was just worried that if I didn't chip, they would have got a Zapkin off, lowered my attack times 2 because... it's hilarious. It's again, for those of you who've been around this channel for a bit, Registeel has a 67% chance of lowering your attack when they throw Zap Cannon. For me, it seems to happen 100% of the time. They lower my attack 100% of the time. But if you look at my Legend Run team for this season, I got it 2 out of 14 times, something stupid like that. Some statistical anomaly that has no chance of actually happening. Just never got to lower the attack. I was just like, what is happening here? Anyways, gonna have to just kind of bank that move, force them to throw Zapkin in here. This is gonna hurt. Not enough to take out. They come in Genesect to farm. Ooh, they should have farmed down. Magnet Bombs. Oh, Magnet Bombs hurt. I'm going to have to throw right away here. Magnet Bombs do hurt a lot against fairies. So that is why I shielded. I think we just Stampede, which is dumb. Because I don't know the counts on Genesect. Or, okay, good, I didn't CMP, which is good. And it looks like they're low enough that I can take them out. Berserker, good lead, unless they're running Iron Head. I saw a few of these, and a few of them are running Iron Head, which I think makes more sense. You don't really need the foul play. Or you don't need the close combat. Depends what you're on. You're always going to be weak to something if you're running Berserker. Iron Head, I think, is smart given how many fairies there are. Running Iron Head, and I guess you have the claws for... I'm just thinking Giratina, but I guess you have the claws for Giratina that you can just run... Iron Head, and the claw is sufficient enough for Giratina. You don't hit for the super effective foul play, but between the claws and the Iron Head, you should be okay. Unfortunately, I am in a very, very, very tricky situation here, down 2 shields. Do not know how I'm going to get out of this one. Well, I'm going to go back to back here, so this is one way to get shields back, but they're probably going to double shield and get the Shadow Ball off to take me out. Which makes sense because I do not have a hard answer for this right now. I got a mirror match or hope that I'm close to a Moonblast here just to get this out of here. But if not, my Giratina, as you see, is a 15 attack. I guess we're not going to win here. And this game's over. They have a Haxorus, so this will one-shot, so that's cool, but does not matter because they can just claw down, and it's all resisted too, so it does not matter. If I won, did I over tap there? Or did I just lose CMP with a 15 attack Giratina? Tough to say. A Sandslash is a good, okay lead. It's neutral-ish because these claws and drill runs come quickly. You live 1 drill run. You don't live 2. I think they're going to get to 2 before you get to 2. So I think I just shield up the first one because of that. But I think the water guns and surfs are adding more on a shadow because I'll live a drill run here and get to a surf. So I think I should be able to take them out. Ooh, I'm going to double shield. That is interesting. You don't need to double shield that. I think you live that. They try and catch on a Giratina. I could have thrown a Moonblast there to take it out. But this just has such a bad matchup against... This has such a good matchup here and such a bad matchup against the Sandslash. I'm just like, let's just get rid of this. Actually, I would be able to live that and farm down and get to a move. It's going to be a resisted move. Unless I go Moonblast here. I think I remember what happens here. I go Moonblast here. Or Dazzling Gleam. And there's no way that a Steel Sandslash is going to shield this up. Unfortunately, you're a Shadow, I'm a Shadow. Dazzling Gleam hurts. Takes it out, which is huge because now I have all this energy here. I'm going to get 2 surfs off. Plus then Giratina just has such a dominating matchup anyways. So I think if you're playing, that was I get the thought process behind my opponent, but when you're at less than 50% health, you are a shadow. I'm a shadow, and Dazzling Gleam does like 100 plus damage normally. You need to, you resist it or not, that's going to take you out. So you need to think about that when you run that. A sandslash. Let's see how I play this one. They get out into a tapu, and again, this is a tricky matchup. I'll get a shuttle ball off first, no problem. Now they always let the first one go, and now it's just a, are they going to bait me? 90% of the time they bait me, and on the 10% they don't is huge, because now I think they are basically almost in full farm down range. I don't know if they were in full farm down range, so that's why I just threw, because, you know, counting, not my strong suit. Take it out. So now, get another move off here. The problem is Asance is just so glassy. I haven't used the shadow version yet. I think I can build up one very, very soon. But I haven't used it yet. But I can build up very soon, so I'm going to. But I know it's very glassy, but man, I know it hurts. It hits like a truck. And I'm going to have to shield these drill runs up. And they catch on a wheezing. So good catch there. And unfortunately, a wheezing with shield advantage is just going to absolutely destroy what's left of this team. I tried to catch a play rough. They're just now going to overheat. 1 CMP, so this game's a loss. They just overheat, and they'll still probably get to a play rough. Even though it's lower, they'll still get to a play rough here to do chip. I mean, I could have thrown a surf, but it won't matter because they are going to have... I think my win condition at the moment was thinking about like just going double surf for the win here, like farm down, double surf for the win. But if I remember, the surf does not take it out because Tapu is not really a hard hitter. Yeah, and now they get to a move, which Joran probably would have taken me out even if I didn't take that chip damage. But it was my only chance. And now we have a very, very, very quick battle because all this is showing is that I did go 5-0 with this team. Flygon, which I'm going to actually film today for tomorrow morning. I like I said, I just got back. It's Monday morning. I just got back Sunday night. I didn't have time to film last night because I have people over staying with us. So I'm filming this Monday morning to go up Monday afternoon. I've got a viewer submission with Flygon and Wigglytuff going up that I'm going to film sometime today, going up tomorrow morning. And then we'll just kind of put whatever we can together to get this week over with, which people do not care about because I can see it in the views. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I've got a couple of viewer submissions. I'm going to look through and showcase those. Last 2 weeks sucks, so we'll see how it goes. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.